So, you're on a quest for some Allthemodium ore, but you can't be bothered to do what the pack tells you and obtain a netherite pickaxe so that you can mine it. So hopefully, this video is going to help you avoid a netherite pickaxe altogether, and I'm going to give you some tips and tricks on how to obtain Allthemodium easier than you would do by doing what the pack tells you and obtain this junk. Netherite pickaxe, who needs that? So yeah, if this helps you out, give it a like. Let's get on with it, shall we? Just a quick FYI, you guys are going to need to be a little tiny bit situated in the game. You can't just spawn in and expect Allthemodium. You're going to need to do a little bit of the basics, meaning you're going to need a brewing stand to help you out. It's not necessary, but I highly recommend this, especially after you find your very first Allthemodium. But we'll get to that in a bit, because this is going to help you find loads more, like really loads, and cut your time down a million times. It's going to be quicker, put it that way, right? But the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get some ingredients for the good old Allthemods 6 trick, which is a block breaker. So the only one that I know of in this pack is the small block breaker, and the recipe is as follows. You're going to need some of these metal bars, which is just iron, and then you're going to need an observer, you're going to need an iron pickaxe, and a block of redstone. I have put all of the ingredients to make that block here. Literally here. So you need 21 iron altogether, 11 redstone, a bit of nether quartz, which requires us to just dip our toes into the nether. Once you've got your block breaker ready, you need to know where to find these 3 ores. You're going to probably want to find this one first without a shadow of a doubt, but if you want to go into the nether, as you've just created a portal to get your nether quartz, by all means, there is ways to find this as well. I think this one's better than that one. I think this is the lowest tier, and this, it kind of goes, yeah, this is Untitled, this is Vibranium, and Allthemodium. I think this is the worst out of the 3. That's the second best, and that is the best, apparently, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So where do we find these things? Right, Allthemodium, we need to be in mountain biomes above Y120 and below Y20. So fairly easy to remember, but very biome specific. Now, Vibranium, you need to be in the nether, and you need to be in warped or crimson forest biomes between Y level 100 and 120, and this one, Unobtainium, in the end highlands biome only. Take note, pause the video. This is where you need to find whatever you're looking for, and you're going to need this small block breaker if you don't have a netherite pickaxe, or if you can't be bothered to get it. Now you know where roughly to find what you're looking for. We're going to try and find some Allthemodium. Now this one is the hardest part. This is the hardest part, finding that first Allthemodium. Now I have been mining, and I say lower the better in my opinion. That's where I've actually found some. I found some quite low in the caves in a mountainous biome, but you can get them quite high up. So I'm going to go and look around these mountain areas and see if I can find one. Okay, so as you can see on the mini map, I am actually in, oh, let's have a look. We're actually in the mountain biome, snowy slopes. Luckily, if you're using this seed in particular, you've got like 2 off the bat. I've had a look on the right hand side one, nothing, but I'm literally just coming off of the village, and at the bottom of the village you can see where I am roughly. You might have to dig straight down. I'm not sure if that's a good idea, but we'll check that out in a minute if you are using this seed. But we have found some Allthemodium. So this, like I say, disclaimer basically, this will take you a while, so just explore the caves. Once you've got your very first one, you are set. So if you want to know where these are, you can see my coordinates, which is minus 524. We're at 0 actually, and it's just well, it's not exactly 0. It's 526 minus 1 minus 422. So try and get that jotted down right now, or pause the video, go back and pause it. Get the block breaker, and the block breaker will always face the player. So as you can see, he's always facing me, so bear that in mind. And even though you look at it and it's like it's got like a power, RF power kind of deal going on. You don't actually need power. You can just plonk it down facing you and it will break that block. So yeah. Again, oh, there's actually quite a few here. Again, this may take a while, so you've got to be patient at this part. But once you've found at least one, you're all good. So you're back at your base, and let's assume that you've only found one of these guys, raw Allthemodium ore. So if I was you, I would then wait for it to become nighttime like it is now, and go and hunt yourself 2, not 1, 2 ender pearls, because you don't have to get 2 at once, but if you want to go in 2 trips, it's up to you. But I recommend at least 2. Ignore this one here. Let's just pretend that you've only found 1 at the very least. Okay. This is what I would do. I would find my crafting table, turn it into nuggets, and then you want to put that combination in. So the nuggets around an ender pearl will give you a teleporter pad. Now, when you go, this is a mining dimension. Once you go into the mining dimension, you can actually find Allthemodium here. I would highly recommend you go down to what would be the new vanilla diamond level. They do spawn at multiple levels, but I found the most luck round about minus 58. Before I show you the next step, that is legit. That was there. I came down the tunnel and it was there. So let's assume you still got 1 Allthemodium from your search for it at the beginning. You just want to kind of do this. You don't have to use a hammer. You can use a pickaxe if you wish. And you're just going to have to hope for the best. So if you were lucky enough to find at least 2 Allthemodium when you were searching for it under those mountain biomes, I looked on top of the mountain biomes actually, and they seem to be less common. So above ground, less common. Definitely below ground is where, in the caves, of course, because it's dangerous, is where you want to find them. But yeah, let's assume you found 2 on that search. And what we want to do is we want to grab ourselves, we need to craft, so remember you're going to need an ender pearl, you need some sugar, that's pretty easy to come by. You're going to make some water bottles here, and you're going to make a pestle and a mortar. So you're going to need to grab yourself a diamond. Now you've got the teleporter into the mining dimension. I'm pretty sure you found a diamond at some point to be able to do this. You're going to probably need, I did lie earlier, you do need a bit more nether quartz, but they come in veins of more than 1, so you need at least 3 for the whole of this video, I guess, to make the pestle. That's the pestle. It's probably the most expensive part of this little recipe. And then you need stone and just like clay bricks to make the mortar there. So what we want to do is grab these guys. First things first, we want to grind the ender pearl. This is why you need a second one for the teleporter and 1 for this. And then you just want to combine all of that together like so to make Allthemodium powder. And then all you got to do is just cook that guy up, and we're pretty much ready to go. All cooked up, here we go. So you got this like glowing powder here. So what you want to do is go to your brewing stand. Of course, you probably have to go and fight blazes. I think I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I did say you can either find the brewing stands in a village or go to a fortress. You're still probably going to need to find a fortress to be able to get the fuel for it, so you're going to need the blaze anyway. But yeah, assuming you've got all that and that's all fine, you're just going to go like so. And why you not work? Oh yeah, I forgot one little ingredient, the sugar. First of all, you need to turn the water bottles into a mundane potion. Now that they're mundane potions, we can then actually try again and put the Allthemodium, calcinated Allthemodium powder in there and let that brew up. Redstone dust doesn't seem to work. However, you can put gunpowder in and that will work. Now, if you're fortunate enough to have a lot more blaze rods, if you get some more blaze powder, in fact, you can get 6. I haven't actually tried this out, but I'm pretty sure that in the later versions of the pack, they've added hypothesis, and if you do that, you can make a charm, okay? And you should be able to activate that. we're going to try this out actually, because this is the first for me. And as you can see, this is the idea that it's going to give you. Okay. Okay, you don't need to sneak, you just right click. This is a bit more permanent. I highly recommend this, but the potions will actually do. Where's Allthemodium site? The potions will do you just fine. You can see where this is going and why you probably need this. So blaze powder is definitely a thing that you're going to need. We're going to go into the mines, and this is how much easier it is in comparison to if... Remember when we only... Like when I demonstrated if you've only found one Allthemodium? Yeah. You're going to see how much easier this is. I'm not going to use the charm, but I highly recommend the charm. That's a bit more permanent. This on the other hand isn't. So if we drink that, like we were mining without the potion and it was quite tricky, but you'll be surprised what you're going to miss. So as we go past certain ores, there's some over there. All you got to do is just get your block breaker. Down it goes, rinse and repeat. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Right, that pretty much wraps it up. Not the shortest video by any stretch of the imagination, but hopefully there's enough information here to help you on your quest to get it, and maybe you might have learnt a thing or two here. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to show it some love. That'd be much appreciated. And yeah, hopefully you're enjoying Allthemod 7, and I shall see you in my next video. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for watching. Dibs out.